Number 4. Side jig assembly. In this video, we are going to learn how to assemble the Cameleon side jigs in order to repair pillar A, pillar B, and pillar C on the side of a car. First thing, let's head to Cameleon. And the car we used last time is already loaded with the configuration we saved. For this configuration, we are going to keep the 6 default jigs and add the side gantry. Let's head to the point window and add the point 59 for A pillar, 63 for B pillar, and 65 for C pillar on the left side of the car. We now have the side gantry and the 3 side jigs in the configuration. You can click on the side gantry to have information on how to build it, and also click on individual jig to have the info to build them. First, we have a drawing with all the parts we need to use, and at the bottom we have the adjustment values for all the joints. A pillar and B pillar are similar, but the C pillar is built using different parts. Let's start by assembling the side gantry. First, we will place the 2 cross members for the side gantry. The front cross member is going on position 14 on the bench. And the rear cross member is going on position 28 on the bench. We need to use the special extension for side gantry. On top of the extension, we place 2 towers MZ260 pointing forward. In the towers, we insert the T-shaped pistons for side jigs, using hole number 4 from the top on the piston and hole number 2 from the top in the tower. We can now place the rail for the side gantry on the piston, making sure that the number -7 on the rail is right above the front piston. Now, let's assemble the jig for the A pillar. There is 4 joints we need to build in order. Let's begin with joint number 1. We'll be using a plate SP050 with an arm F. We enter a setting of 88.8 mm in the slider value. With an angle of 2.2. The second joint is between the arm F and an arm B. We enter a slider value of 121.6 mm with an angle of -0.5. Next, we are going to assemble the bottom point. This one uses a slider SF150. with a slider value of 97.9 millimeters. And a socket SVB09. Next, we are going to assemble the top point. First, we will adjust the slider on the arm B with a value of 270.9 millimeters. Next, we are going to use a slider SF150 with a slider value of 79.3 millimeters. And to finish, we use a socket SD20.09 with an adjust value of 8.2 millimeters. We can now place the jig on the rail at position -7 and insert the two HM8 screws into the holes. The B pillar is assembled in the same way as the A pillar, so we will not go into detail about it, and we can add it already to the bench. Let's now assemble the C pillar. For the first join, we will use a plate SP050 and an arm D. We input a slider value of 150.5 millimeters, and we will adjust the angle later as it may prevent to insert the screw into the hole. For the second join, we attach an arm F to the arm D. With a slider value of 125.6 millimeters. And for the third join, we attach a slider SF200 to the arm F. With a slider value of 33.9 millimeters. And an angle of -2.7. At the end of the SF slider, we attach a VP plate that will hold the screw in place. We can now place the C pillar on the rail at position 9. Secure it with the screws. And we can now adjust the angle on the arm D at 13.2. And we can now insert the screw into the hole. We've seen how to assemble the side jigs for pillar A, B, and C. You should now be ready to use them in your repair process.